Good morning, everybody. It is Monday morning, March 14th. So I want to talk about some stuff that came out in the last 2 or 3 days. I remember, I think it was Friday, maybe. I remember seeing on Phil Godlewski's Telegram some people asking him what they thought about ML Casters, or also known as Redneck Renegade's video that he did. And Phil had said he thought it was mostly true. So that was all I knew in the beginning until somebody sent me the actual video that this ML Caster did over the week. Well, I guess he did it right after it all happened. So thank you for whoever sent that to me, because I did know what you were talking about, and then seeing it, made sense. So the first video that came out was him talking about an interaction of a bunch of, we'll just say, federal agents that showed up to his house and told him that some influencers were being contacted. I would also say those influencers would be what we call truthers. Were being contacted by the federal government because they had some information for them, I guess, long story short. So anyway, he did that quick video after it happened, and he was kind of shook up, So then I didn't think a whole lot about it until this morning. I was on Telegram and I saw Carrie Cassidy post a longer podcast that this Redneck Renegade had done maybe yesterday or sometime within the last couple of days. So then he goes into a little bit more detail about this whole interaction. I have posted that Carrie Cassidy forward of the whole podcast of him talking about it. But the reason Carrie Cassidy got involved was because apparently this guy saw a list of other influencers that were going to be contacted. He said he only saw a couple of names on it, but he recognized Carrie Cassidy's. He saw a couple of names that he recognized out of a significant list. But Carrie Cassidy at that time was the only one that he could recall. So Carrie Cassidy was saying, my name was on that list. I haven't been contacted yet. So I'm going to say he might be a person to follow, keep an eye on. It appears from what he has said, and I've only gotten partially into his full podcast that he did about the whole thing, because it just came across me at 6:15 this morning. And so I tried to shove in as much as I could before I had to get in the shower and get ready for work. But if he is one of the ones that's going to be contacted in the future, it sounds like they're contacting all of these certain people first, basically saying be on standby. More information will be coming out soon. And then they'll be contacted again to tell them kind of what to do. So the one significant thing that came out of this was he asked them who the president for the U.S. of America, United States of America, was. And their answer was Donald J. Trump. So that's when he said, I knew these guys were legit, because if they were the bad guys, they would have said Biden and anything else. So anyhow, I would suggest taking a peek at his original video and trying to get in the full podcast. It's like an hour and a half. Again, it's pretty long, but if he is somebody that is going to be significant in the future, we might want to keep an eye on him and see what he has to say, because he might be one of the legitimate influencers that could have information that we might want to know about. So that I wanted to bring to you real quick. And one other thing that I am curious about is I decided I was going to try and maybe plant some seeds and do a little patio garden this weekend. So I am curious, how many of you out there grow your own food or are very seriously considering trying to grow your own food? One of the things that I just, as I was watching different things, I was like, oh my God, this sounds very complicated. You got to put this fertilizer in, and you got to do this, and you got to do this, and you got to do this. And then I was kind of like, my God, if plants are this touch and go when it comes to making sure everything is so. Can you imagine how delicate the human body is? And thinking about all the crap that we put in, and it's no wonder. I mean, I know this is obvious, but it was even more of an aha obvious moment for me over the weekend of like, if plants are that delicate, I quit drinking tap water because my plants seem to not like it. I just, I'm like, the point is, our bodies have to be even more delicate than those plants when it comes to putting in the right stuff and fertilizing and vitamins and minerals and all of that stuff. So it was just kind of another, wow, what amazing bodies that we have, and how important it is that we feed them correctly and do all the important things to keep us healthy. Anyway, I have more to say on that subject, but this is a quick one this morning. Like I said, I only discovered that one original video at 6:15 this morning, so I was trying to get that as much in as possible and then hurry up and get ready so I could get ready for work. I am interested to hear if anybody else hears of anybody else that's contacted, let me know. If there is a significant list, most of those people are probably going to be talking about just being contacted. He didn't go into details because I think there was some stuff they told him that he couldn't talk about. But anyway, so I will post all that stuff on Telegram. I'm curious about your input. Do you guys know who he is? Do we trust him? Do we think he is a legitimate source of information? I think that's my main question, is he somebody that we can trust as a legitimate source of information? And who do you think could possibly be on this list of influencers that might be contacted? I am curious who we need to start keeping an eye on, seriously an eye on now, because if things are about to go down and they're lining people up. One of the things that Carrie said, she said she thought that these people were being contacted, or somewhere I saw that these influencers were being contacted because something big was about to happen and they were going to be helping keep the masses calm. Doesn't that sound exciting? So if they're being put in place to keep the masses calm, then shit's about to go down, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, I will talk to you later. I hope everybody has a great week. Talk to you soon. Bye.